you a dairy producer? Or do you grow grapes, nuts, fruits, or vegetables? We have it all with American Vineyard, Pacific Nut Producer, California Fresh Fruit, California Dairy, and Vegetable West magazines. Subscribe for free now at malcolmmedia.com to stay current on the freshest news in your industry.
Hello, I'm Matthew Malcolm with Pacific Nut Producer Magazine, and here today at the annual Grape, Nut, and Tree Fruit Expo put on by American Vineyard, Pacific Nut Producer, and California Fresh Fruit magazines. Nearly 1,000 growers gathered to gain continuing education credits, learn what's going on in their industry, and enjoy an industry trade show. One of the speakers featured at today's event was the Almond Alliance of California, and Kelly Covello is here to share a little bit about what's going on in the industry.
Just providing an update on some of the recent activities that we've been working on behalf of the almond industry. We recently went through and ended our legislative session, and we had a win for the biomass industry. We have, working with our advocates up in Sacramento through SB 859, we've actually got some language in the bill that's going to allow for some short-term relief through procurement of 125 megawatts of biomass power over the next 5 years by the state's utilities. So the biomass plant closures has been a huge concern for the almond industry and what we're able to do with our orchard biomass. So this will provide some relief. 80% has to go towards forestry biomass, but the remaining 20% can go towards ag and urban. So while it's a moderate mechanism of relief, it is still part of the state's wood waste plan, and that is definitely going to help our industry. And one of the other benefits of the language we got in there was that plants that have already closed, that are operational since June 1st, 2013, can be part of the bidding process and potentially get contracts through the state utilities. So that's something we've been working very hard on behalf of the industry. We've also, since we've done the transition into our new strategic plan, have started working with the Almond Board on alternative uses for almond hulls, shells, and woody biomass for the short-term and long-term benefits of the industry. And we're very excited about some of the research that's going to be underway, and the Alliance is still very much involved in that research, those research activities. And we're basically looking at 3 ways we might be able to move some of the hulls, shells, and biomass, and that would be export, possibly going back into the orchard, and then also just alternative uses in different ways we haven't thought about using them in the past. So I would encourage everybody to go to the Almond Conference, December 6th through 8th. There will actually be 2 workshops on biomass type issues. The first one will look at some of the research that was initially funded by the Almond Alliance and has served as seed money for the Almond Board's research efforts that will be underway moving forward. And then there's also one addressing orchard recycling, and we will be providing an update on the policy side of the biomass industry as part of that workshop. So that's December 7th, starting at 10 o'clock in the morning in Sacramento at the Almond Board Conference.
Thank you, Kelly. Well, if you weren't able to attend this year's Pacific Nut Producer Expos, be sure to attend next year in Fresno and in Turlock in November. Otherwise, the proceedings of today's event will be in the coming issue of Pacific Nut Producer Magazine. I'm Matthew Malcolm, CaliforniaAgNet.com.